Since this is more charged than that.
All right.
And
I've got us live.
that.
We got Kelly already in the chat saying hi, guys.
And Tom, too.
Dragon Buddy is here. Hello there. General Kenobi. We've got, again, Kelly's got her drink ready to toast. Unfortunately, we ran out of liquor, so we don't got a full shot, but, you know, hey, fucking skulls. I don't know if I'm holding it out. I think I'm holding it. Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Fucking skull shot glasses for this. We got Tom.
Yes.
Best known as Bronco Fett in the house. Hello, Tom. And Kelly saying, hey, hi, Tom. Wow, this is crazy. Fuck, it just feels like we did this a few hours ago.
Yeah, I think we did.
We did. Episode 99 we did it live 5 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, good Lord. What the hell were we thinking?
I don't know.
All right, well, since we really don't have much to get into, or actually we do got a lot to get into, but let's get this party started because this is episode 100.
Yes, it is.
Holy shit, I never thought we would get there.
I didn't either.
Definitely think, oh, Lord Almighty. Right, Dragon Buddy. Did I just hear you guys during coffee? You did?
You did! You did!
Oh, fuck. Oh, damn. Anyways, we'll get the countdown. Like I said, like I always say, we do these little countdown or this 30 seconds of silence so you guys hear music. Get a little countdown. As far as the audio they get 10 seconds of the opening music, and then we come right in. So it's kind of fucking awesome or kind of interesting. Anyways, here we go. Welcome to Used and Abused. I'm Scott.
I'm Kim.
Hey, we got it right this time.
Yes, we did.
This morning we fucked, or
we
episode 99 we fucked it up.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever. And this is episode 100. Can you fucking believe it?
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
hi, Hannah.
And there's Hannah Banana. My daughter's in the house. Episode 100.
Wow.
100 episodes.
Yeah.
We've done this for 100 friggin' episodes.
Yeah, we have.
You've done it now, what, 2 years?
2 years.
Unfortunately, we don't have the episodes to back up the full amount of years of podcasts have been gone, but life happens.
Yeah.
But we're thrilled to be doing this tonight. And on episode 100, we are finally going to talk about the year Earth changed. It's kind of ironic that we're actually talking about it now, due to the fact that most of this country is starting to reopen.
Yes.
But before we get into all that, I want to thank everyone for showing up in the chat tonight. All of our all of our listeners who get the audio version of the podcast. We can't thank y'all enough for helping us survive through episode 100.
Yes.
And at that point, shot glasses to the previous 100 episodes. Here's to many more, and enjoying our live shows with friends.
Yes.
And pod fam, because everybody is a pod family here.
Yes, they are.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Shots, bitch.
That's good.
Yes, it is good. All right. Sorry, Hannah, I'm out. I don't have no more to drink. I wish I could drink all night.
I'll do shots of Mountain Dew, says Tom.
There you go. Shots of Mountain Dew. There we go. That is a good way to do it, too. If I drink I shouldn't even really be drinking alcohol, but hey, what the hell. I'll take one for the team once in a while. So, this morning, after we got done with the episode, we were supposed to go right to bed.
That didn't happen. Yeah, me. I did fishing. Hey, I can't help it. I'm hooked.
So then when we finally go to lay back, try to go lay down, my back starts hurting. My fucking legs start jumping. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Am I going to be up for over 24 hours doing this episode tonight? And if I was, I'd really be fucking delirious. Finally, I was like, screw this, because we have, the leaves, the channels and shit. So I took some to leave. Finally went to bed. Before I went to sleep, though, I saw something that was interesting. And I knew I had to bring this up on the show. And unfortunately, that was our friend stuff I looked up for Dave and Jason. And what did I do with it? Anyways, damn it, I must have shut it down. I thought I saved it. So talk, Kim.
Well, okay. So
you don't even know what the hell I'm bringing up. So
no. So I don't know what he's bringing up, but as he said, this show actually is the documentary that we watched that is available on Apple TV. It's called The Year the World Changed.
The Year Earth Changed.
The Year Earth Changed. Sorry. The Year Earth Changed. And it's really interesting episode. It's really interesting how the Earth itself can go from basically polluted to healing itself in a year.
So let's in this episode we're doing sidebars. Tom, I go fishing whenever I can. I go walk to Boise River in 5 minutes. Sweet Tom. Unfortunately, we were talking as far as our fishing goes, it was on the Xbox on the Game Fishing Planet.
Yes.
So yeah, but no, if we were close enough to
the Colorado River.
Well, not in the Colorado, but we were close enough to some of the lakes around here. I would definitely be going out fishing. I miss fishing. It is, as a kid, it wasn't my favorite thing.
Well, you had to wait as a kid.
I was very impatient.
Exactly.
It was the same thing hunting. Okay, so I'm a sidebar into that. I deer hunted as a kid, as a younger man, young teen. I remember one time my dad's like, "Well, you sit right here, and I'll chase him down to you." Yeah, whatever. So I sit there for probably about 10 minutes, maybe 15. And I'm like, yeah, nothing ain't coming. So I'm going back to the truck. I'm tired. I'm done. Already done with this shit. So he comes back about an hour later. Hey, did you see him? I chased him right down where I told you to stay. No, because I came back to the truck.
Oh, that's funny, Kim. I'm hooked.
So, but yeah, that was my and fishing in Northern Nevada. Obviously, we went to Willow Creek, which was out behind some of the gold mines.
Yes,
right behind Battle Mountain Gold in Battle Mountain.
There's also Wild Horse.
Okay. So, Willow Creek, you spent a whole fucking day
you can
to get your fucking limit of 5 trout.
Yes.
You go, and this is the old Willow Creek. This isn't the newer dam one. This is the
old one. The older one.
Pond.
Yeah.
That's been there since the fucking 70s.
I killed there all the time.
There, Tom, I killed deer all the time with my Prius. Oh, god damn.
Oh, good.
That's a good way to do it, Tom. Oh, Lord. But, yeah, but we went to Wild Horse one time.
And
this is north of Elko, Nevada.
Yes.
On your way towards Owyhee, Nevada.
Yes.
Eventually Mountain Home.
Yes.
If you cross over to the state of Idaho, you go to Mountain Home, and then you can get to Boise
from there.
Just from there.
Yep.
Which is a fast way from Elko to get to Boise.
It is.
Or for I'll use Hannah, my daughter, to get to her aunt's house, which is in Horseshoe Bend.
Yes.
And as far as my grandparents go, they used to live in Payette.
Yes, they did.
So, and actually both of them are buried in Payette.
Yes.
And my Uncle Tim actually still lives in Boise.
Yes.
Not sure where at, but he still lives in Boise because he works, I don't remember who he fucking works for, but he works with some computer out there, if I remember right. They asked him to transfer to Utah County.
Oh, geez.
Because, Utah County in Utah, which is where Provo, Pleasant Grove,
Pleasant-
Orem, American
Linden.
Fork, Lehigh, which is where they filmed the original Footloose.
Footloose. That's the
Part of
only
it.
good thing about
Right.
Utah County.
And you're right, in Linden, is now the new Silicon Valley.
Yes, it is.
I mean, I know I've seen Adobe there.
Yes.
I mean, it's crazy.
Nova's there.
It is nuts to go over during football. Exactly. I would love to get there during football season. I would love to go see the Blue Turf and to see Boise State Broncos play.
Yeah. Yes, I would
So,
too.
anyways, that's just a little bit of my childhood. What things, I mean, I did a lot of hunting.
Yeah, my dad did.
We did a lot of fishing. Anyway, I didn't get into fucking water. We go to Wild Horse, fucking within a half an hour, we've got the whole family's got our limits.
Yeah.
I mean, these motherfuckers, boom, 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 and they're all hitting off the fucking earthworms.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we travel at probably an hour and a half, 2-hour trip.
Just
within an hour and a half. Within a half an hour, we all have our fucking limits.
Yeah.
And there's 4 of my family, my mom, my dad, me, and my sister.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what a waste of fucking time. Well, for me, it was because I was a teenager.
Oh yeah.
Now fucking get me back home. I had my Walkman with me. I had a few cassette tapes with me. But fuck this shit. We're done. Get me back home. I wasn't into really enjoying I did enjoy the outdoors here and there.
Uh-huh.
But I wasn't really into it until I got older.
Oh, I loved it as a kid.
When, before Hannah was born, me and her mom lived in Lincoln, Montana, where I was working for Eklund Drilling. And oh my gosh, I mean, beautiful green, trees all over the fucking place.
Oh yeah.
It was just beautiful area.
Oh yeah.
I mean, hell, that was the first time I ever saw a moose.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Of course, I traveled down the fucking road doing about 80 miles an hour to get up to it.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't want it to run away. I wanted to see it.
Oh, I know.
Of course, the wife sitting next to me said, Hannah's mom says, I want to slow down. That is a big animal. Yeah, she's right, kind of fucking big animal. But I just want to see one.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, so what I wanted to bring up while we kind of, oh, there you go.
I go to Wild Horse. Oh,
at least Annie, nice. So what I wanted to bring up was we've got our kind of first big show rescheduled for 2021.
Okay.
Guns N' Roses have recruited Mammoth WVH, which is Wolfgang Van Halen, Eddie's son.
Yes.
Who's coming out with an album in June.
Yes. Which
I can't wait for. Expand 2021 U.S. tour, which was rescheduled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And I'm getting this from UltimateClassicRock.com. The summer trek opens July 31st in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and wraps up October 2nd and 3rd with a pair of shows in Hollywood, Florida.
Wow.
The itinerary includes 14 new gigs with Mammoth WVH in their touring debut, opening most days. The latter band will play material from its upcoming self-titled LP out June 11th. There we go, June 11th. Now, this is where all the shows are going to take you.
Okay.
July 31st. Again, Hershey, Pennsylvania at Hershey Park Stadium.
Right where the candy's made.
Okay.
That's where all the Hershey's products are made.
Okay. I will take your word since it's named Hershey. And I'm sure right now Kellen Dragon Boy go, yep. So
I heard there's the big kiss there.
Let's revert back to episode 99 when we said our check marks of things to do or to go visit Pennsylvania is getting bigger.
It is. I want to go to Hershey.
It is getting fucking bigger.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, by the time we're done, we're going to have to maybe move there.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, we keep this shit up, and it's going to take a lifetime to see all this stuff in one state.
Yes.
Which is why, I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to go to certain places overseas, but this is the reason why I don't have that need to go overseas.
I just want to stay here and see Hershey.
There's so much. I mean, there's so much shit I have not seen.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff in this United States I've never seen.
Yeah.
Not saying that the Grand Canyon is one of my friggin' top 10 list items.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big fucking hole in the ground.
Kelly says, yes, move here. But there's snow.
Snow.
So, you know.
Snow.
Snow.
Of course, we revert back to White Christmas.
Yes, we do.
Rolling on. August 3rd, Boston, Massachusetts at Fenway Park. August 5th, East Rutherford, New Jersey at MetLife Stadium.
Uh-huh.
August 8th, Detroit at Comerica Park. August 11th, Fargo, North Dakota at Fargo Dome. August 13th, Missoula, Montana at the Washington Grizzlies Stadium. August 16th, Commerce City, Colorado at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. August 19th, Los Angeles at Bank of California Stadium. August 22nd, Portland at Moda Center. August 25th, San Jose, California at the SAP Center at San Jose. August 27th, Las Vegas, Nevada, venue to be announced. So they haven't announced the venue. August 30th, Phoenix, Arizona at Phoenix Suns Arena. September 1st, Dallas at the American Airlines Center. September 4th, Napa, California, Bottleneck, Napa Valley. No, that'd be kind of interesting to go to. You can get fucking wine too while you're watching Guns N' Roses.
Hell yeah.
September 8th, which is some important fucking day we won't mention, Indianapolis, Indiana at Lucas Oil Stadium. Yeah. September 11th, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Now I'm going to screw this one up. I know it. It's the Hard Rock Live at ATSW Arena. And also September 12th. So they're doing back-to-back dates in Atlantic City at the Hard Rock Live.
Estes.
All right. Okay, what the fuck. Chicago. Son of a bitch. September 16th. Chicago at Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
September 18th, Milwaukee at American Family Insurance Amphitheater Summerfest. September 21st, St. Paul, Minnesota at Excel Energy Center. September 23rd, Columbus, Ohio at Schottenstein Center. September 26th, Baltimore, Maryland at Royal Farms Arena. September 29th, Raleigh, North Carolina at the PNC Arena. And October 2nd and 3rd, Hollywood, Florida at the Hard Rock Live Arena. Which, wait, isn't that where the fucking Dolphins play? No, arena.
No,
they play stadium.
They play in the stadium.
So, there you go. The Guns N' Roses tour with Slash and Duff rejoining Axl Rose.
Yeah.
Is starting back up.
That's interesting.
So this is crazy. Oh, look, Tom says September 8th
is the Brazilian Independence Day.
Interesting. That's awesome.
That is very awesome.
He's going to go visit relatives in Allentown. End of year. Nice.
And then Kelly says it gets cold there.
Believe me.
Bundle up like an Eskimo.
I've been in cold. We dealt with, growing up in Northern Nevada, we actually had a school year where we dealt with minus 40 degree weather.
Yeah, we did.
And that was with cold chill.
Yeah, it was.
That shit. And my fucking car froze.
Oh, yeah.
The fucking battery we could literally take the battery out of my car.
Yeah,
and put it in the house so you could run the fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
I had a Chevy Citation back then.
Oh, okay.
Hey, that car was fucking badass.
All right.
Fucking little 4-speed transmission. I put in an amp, EQ, had a tape deck, and a pair of 12-inch woofers.
Oh, wow.
Now, obviously, this is days before Fosgate was a big thing.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, that thing there, I could thump fucking everything. But then when I got my S10 Blazer, and I basically put 10s in it, and I put an amp in there with an EQ, with a toggle switch. Now, the true story about the toggle switch on the amp was, so when I drive up to the fucking drive-through, I don't have to shut the songs off.
No, you can.
I can just, or hit pause. I can just fucking kill the amp. You still got the little speakers playing it where it's not as loud, and order. But the theme is there was a little child who tried to get me in trouble. Not, she really wasn't trying to get me in trouble, but I'd buckle her into her car seat.
Yes. In
the back seat of the Blazer.
Yeah.
Mind you, this fucking toggle switch is up front near me.
Yeah.
Near the driver compartment, because, I got to reach it. Because it's down where I can, flick it up if I need to. I didn't want to turn the amps on with Hannah in the car. In the vehicle. Yeah. Because of the fact she don't need to be blowing her fucking eardrums out at a young age.
No.
So I wouldn't do that. Oh no, this little shit was fucking unbuckle as I'm driving down the road, not paying attention to the rear view, which I should have been, but I wasn't. Bad dad. I was young. I mean, fuck. I was a young guy, a young man. I mean, good Lord. And literally comes between the fucking middle, reaches forward, kicks the fucking amp on. And of course, I would get in trouble saying, "Yeah, I told you not to use that amp." You know, I'm not. She's doing. Oh, come on, Scott. You know, oh, she's not turning on. Well, finally, I was taking Colby, Hannah, and their mom to Elko one time. Fucking Hannah did it again, and this time her mom just had that look like, okay, I've seen it all now. Hey, I can't help but raise the right.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking play music, want it loud.
Exactly.
No, not that I played it loud around her. I really didn't. It's funny. Anyways, so yeah, so Guns N' Roses rescheduled.
That's nice.
2021. And because mainly just a few weeks ago, we mentioned that
the stadium
tour was canceled until 2022.
Too, yeah.
Now the question is, how many of those stadiums are going to be full capacity?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to jump on a limb and say Phoenix more likely will be.
Yes.
Also, I know I didn't save it, but we saw I took a picture of it.
Yes, you took a picture of what Nevada's doing now.
Well, it's not Nevada. It's Vegas.
Vegas, Nevada.
Viva Las Vegas. Sorry.
It's okay.
I had to do it. Even though I hate that song. You know what? I actually hate. That is probably one song by Elvis Presley I hate. By Elvis.
I know.
Now, give me the fucking ZZ Top version. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
But I actually do not like that Elvis Presley version. So, this morning, our local news station tweeted out, and this is from about Vegas, or about one Vegas property. MGM Resorts International said 9 of its resorts on the Las Vegas Strip would return to 100% capacity with no social distancing on gaming floors.
That's right.
So, and according to this article, it is today on June 1st.
Yeah, it is.
So 9 resorts or 9 casinos in Vegas are now 100%.
Yeah.
With no social distancing on gaming floors.
Yep.
And I bring this up. Thank you, gents. Thank you. And of course, we've got the mothership in the house, the Sidebar Cantina. Congratulating us on 100. We thank you. And you guys had a great show tonight. It was awesome. Even though we haven't watched the Bad Batch, it actually was funny. We were going, yeah, maybe we should start watching this.
Yeah.
So we know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, Hannah's got to go back to work. Have a good episode. Love you guys. Love you too, Hannah. Have a great night. Be safe.
Bronco Stadium is full capacity.
Nice.
Awesome.
Right. And I did bring up this morning too, Tom, what you brought up with the tweet you had, I think it was last night or early in the morning about college football welcoming recruits back in.
Yeah.
You know,
yes.
For on campus, face to face with coaches. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But I bring this up because I have a cousin who lives in Australia. His wife, he is an American.
Yes, he is.
Yes. Technically my cousin had dual citizenship.
Yes, he did.
At 18 or 21, he had got to choose where he wanted his nationality to be or his citizenship. And he chose Australia. He pretty much lived his life there.
Yeah, he did.
He only lived in the States for a while.
Yes.
So I don't blame him.
I don't either.
Anyways, he comes to America, meets this girl, and marries her from Salt Lake. And anyway, she's got the blog called, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, she has this blog. She's talking about going to concerts in Australia.
Yes.
Big old fucking weekend. And then she gets a text message from her boss.
Yes.
Saying that her mall, the mall that she works in, somebody was in there that tested positive for COVID-19.
Yes.
And that they had the automatic that she needed to get tested and automatically quarantine.
Yes. Only to
I need a
find.
drink.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I'm not drinking more alcohol. So she had to fill all this information, for contact tracing. This is the rules in Australia. They automatically send her to a hotel quarantine.
Yes.
So she goes to another motel, where it's ran by the fucking military.
Yeah, literally, yes, it is.
And she gets in. They come in to test her. Well, what happens is because she's done all this stuff with contact tracing. She's all these people calling her, and basically somebody calls and says, "Hey, by looking at CCTV, we know that this person did not come in your shop. In other words, you had no close contact with this person, so you do not have it. You're free to go."
After she's
canceled her plane right home, because she's supposed to fly home that day.
Yeah, back to Melbourne.
Back to Melbourne, right? She's on the over in Queensland.
Queensland, yep.
And so she tries to call the airline, trying to rebook another flight. Can't get nowhere. Calls her friends who are at the airport waiting.
Texts her friends.
They get her on the same flight again because she's already canceled it. They get her back on that flight. By the time she gets released from hotel quarantine, she arrives with 10 minutes before the plane takes off. Yeah. It was like, wow. But here, and again, and then she says, now we're back in Melbourne. They're back in their fourth lockdown.
Yeah.
Because of this one person.
Yeah.
Or, I'm sure it's more than one person now, but,
yeah.
And I'm just, and this, like I was talking about this morning, when we went to the races, I tried one time to walk around without a mask. And I was giving everybody a very wide berth.
Exactly.
Even though I've been fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt it this Friday when I go shop with my mom. If there is no signs on doors saying mask required, I am not going to wear it.
That's right.
However, if I actually start feeling uncomfortable,
then
I'll put the motherfucker back on.
Oh yeah.
I find it weird. I mean, as much as I was like, I'll just stay home. I won't go do anything. I don't want to wear a fucking mask. Now it's like a fucking, I hate to say it.
It's a part of
the
life.
The mask has become the fucking security blanket like Linus had.
Yeah, it has.
Linus from Charlie Brown always had his fucking his blanket.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but the mask has become that way.
Yeah.
It's really, I was shocked that I felt like that.
Yeah.
Because I thought, oh yeah, I've been bitching this whole time wearing the fucking mask, especially after I got fully vaccinated. I've been like Jason.
Yeah.
I don't want to wear the fucking thing. I'm not gonna wear the fucking, But then it's like, yeah. So I'm gonna try it again this week.
Okay.
See what the fuck happens.
You let me know how it goes.
If you were actually with us, because if you were actually still off on Fridays, and you were actually able to go with us, I would have you run the cart just so I could film it.
Yeah, I know.
But because I got to run the cart and whatnot, I won't be able to film it. But yeah, we'll talk about it on.
Okay.
It'll be next Tuesday's episode.
Yeah.
It won't be on Sunday's episode.
No, that's going to be covering Sonoma.
Right. Exactly. Sonoma. Anyways, that we had fun this morning with Kelly.
We did.
We had a blast. But anyways, I don't know. You got anything else, Kim? I mean, we just did a podcast this morning.
No. Oh, yes.
Oh, speaking of which, audio only.
Yes.
This is pretty audio. I mean, you guys can listen to it on YouTube. We're going to go over this because right now we're really behind. I mean, as you noticed, most of you, if you still subscribe to us on most of your podcasts, on most podcast apps and directories,
you'll notice that we're behind on getting episodes uploaded for the audio
94 just popped up today on Apple and most podcast apps. So obviously we're behind.
Yes.
Which I screwed up on. And Kelly said, sidebar real quick, she had so much fun this morning. So did we. It was fun.
We did. We had a blast.
So we did the scene. I did the scene where me and Kim did the scene where we're going to do a very harsh rollout of episodes.
Yes, we are.
Now, I'm not talking like, okay, I'm going to drop episode 94 to 99 tomorrow, or 95 to 99 tomorrow.
No,
we're not going to do it that harsh.
We've got them actually
we're going to plan it out 3 episodes a week.
Yes.
For the audio only crowd. And it really breaks down to episode 95 will come out June 4th. And by the time we catch up, in other words, where we do a live show. I've got to get it out for that next episode. Will not be until July 9th.
So for the audio only crowd, it's going to take about a month to get you caught
It's
up.
be about a month and a half to get you completely caught up.
Yeah.
We originally thought, this is going to work out for us, that we wanted to keep it behind, but where we've added the racing.
Yes. Where we've added the racing podcast to go over.
And not just that, but we're going to be talking about some current episodes.
Yes.
Current shows. It's hard to talk about something currently going on, and then they're not hearing it for a month and a half.
Yeah. So for our audio crowd, we'll get you caught up. It'll take us a month and a half, but you will be caught up.
Now, Pete, we got to get into this too. So anyway, I just want to hit on some of this. We're 30 minutes into the show already, and we haven't done all of our fun stuff yet.
No, we haven't.
All of our stuff, but yeah, expect to be caught up July 9th with the current episode at that time, which actually will episode 110. So, we're doing 100 right now. So in 10 more episodes,
you will be caught up.
Roughly 10
roughly 10 more episodes, you'll be caught up.
I hope I counted that. We did that when we were tired too, before we did the episode this morning.
So if it's off,
it might be off.
Just know that you'll be caught up.
Also, like I told Kim, it also depends on if there's no race.
Yeah.
Well, then that changes the numbers around and shortens the time.
Yeah, because
I know NASCAR. I know F1's about every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
NASCAR sometimes once a week, but they do have breaks here and there.
Yes.
IndyCar will probably.
IndyCar even has
versus
breaks
the 500,
too.
like we talked on it. It'll be kind of just a go over real quick.
Yeah.
And move on. I really don't think I'm going to spend my Sundays watching 2 for F1. 4 for NASCAR.
That's 7.
Pretty much another 4 for IndyCar. That's 11 fucking hours of racing one day. I'll do that on Memorial Day when Monaco 8500 and a Coke 600 are on.
But no.
I'm not doing that all year long.
No.
So I've got apps. I can double check. I can look at the standings or look at the race winners and stuff.
Yes.
Go that. But NASCAR and F1 are definitely our favorites.
Yes. And those are the two that we follow the most.
Right. And we follow really intently.
We do.
On not only on social medias, but also with different sports websites.
Yes.
Anyways, let's get into the fun part, or not the fun part. Well, actually, it is the fun part.
It is the fun part of the job.
See, I'm still tired, okay? But let's jump on this real quick. Let's start with our episode 100 patrons.
Yes. Thank you to our Patreons, Luna Girl and Dragon Buddy, Don Delisnooch Solsky, Brady Big Lovin'.
You always want to put big in there first.
I know.
And if you'd like to join our Patreon, go to patreon.com, search in the creator bar, Used and Abused Pod. And just so everybody knows, there is one tier only in $5.
Yes.
$5, sorry.
Yeah.
$5. $5. Check out the Pod family.
The Sidebar Cantina.
Who did an episode early tonight. Normally they are on Mondays.
The Escape Pod, which will be doing an episode tomorrow night.
Which they will be live tomorrow night. And they're going to be talking to the actor that played Gecko, Dominic Pace. They're going to be interviewing him. So somebody who actually played in Star Wars. He actually played in the Mandalorian TV show.
Yes.
So it's going to be fucking cool.
I know. I wish I didn't have to work.
Also, on YouTube, you can find Swede Studios.
Big Swede.
Big Swede's Excellent Adventures. And Tactical Swede and Something Swede and
all his other adventures.
His pre-Swedes, his post-Swedes, his Swede down your mouth.
He has all kind of adventures going on YouTube.
Right.
Just look for him.
If you are new watching on YouTube, and for those of you watching, don't forget to smash that like button. Again, if you are new to the channel, click subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when we go live, and hopefully eventually be uploading new videos. As we hope to be returning to Goodwill
here shortly.
And probably after we get home in September.
Yeah, yes. That's what I mean by shortly, because we do have a trip coming up in September.
Right.
You can find Used and Abused Pod on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr.
Our email is usedandabusedpod@gmail.com. That "and" is spelled out. And while we're talking about this, let's sidebar real quick what we brought up this morning.
Yes.
Since I know not everybody's had a chance to listen to it. What we are looking for our racing episodes. is a instrumental theme song, an instrumental closing song, a funny little tidbit for our section called Silly Season.
Yes.
We're also going to have a caution flag moment.
Yes, we are.
Where we slow down just a little bit and maybe we get deep into a pit stop or something like that.
Yes.
That happened in a race that we saw or whatnot.
Yes.
And well, maybe that might be like a sidebar too. No, sidebar on that is pump the brakes.
Brakes, yeah. So the caution flag would be if somebody royally screwed up on a pit stop.
Or if there's breaking news.
Breaking news.
News. We'll use for breaking news.
Yes.
Anyways, we're looking to add some segments to the show for the racing only.
Yes.
So we want to use a different theme song than what we normally use. So we're asking our fans to come up, if they want, to come up with an instrumental opening, instrumental closing, because I've got some ideas. However, if you are good at writing lyrics and think you can write something kind of catchy and funny that will kind of, our racing episodes are not always Kimberly ranting.
No, they're not.
They are to be fun and not only informative, but entertained.
Yes.
Entertained.
Yes.
And of course, usually it leads into something NASCAR has done that pissed off Kimberly.
Yes.
And I'm sure eventually it'll be something that Red Bull does to piss off Kimberly.
Yes, it will.
Luckily for me, I really have no dogs in most of those fights anymore because all my drivers, well, I kind of root for Lewis Hamilton in F1, but I still really don't. I don't care who wins and loses.
Yeah. Me.
NASCAR, I don't have a favorite driver. My last favorite driver retired.
Yeah.
And I have not chosen the new one. I'm looking at some of the young guns coming up in Xfinity.
Yes.
But I do listen to different podcasts. But anyways, so if you want to get those to us, send them to our email. Again, usedandabusedpod@gmail.com. And remember that and just spell that A-N-D. Our website
is usedabusedpod.com.
And you go to tpublic.com and search for Used Abused Pod, all one word, all lowercase, for our merch store. You can also find our merch store link on our social media and our website right along with a Patreon with the donate button too. Will take you right to our Patreon on our website.
Yes.
Wow. All right. We got through all that.
Yes, we did.
All right. We really got to get into that earlier in the show.
I know, but we just kept talking and talking.
Right. I know. Oh, that's the thing is earlier during, I didn't jump into the chat right away. We got up. I turned on the sidebar cantina, and I overheard Dave and Jason talking about how, I think it was Jason's talking about, we just don't have enough content for a full show. And then Dave popped up, but yet we do a 2-hour show. And we were chuckling and laughing about it because we're like, this morning we said, okay, before we went on air, we even said during the show on the episode 99, this is going to be an hour podcast.
Well, yeah, it ended up more.
Hour 44 or hour 45 minutes later, we're done. But, it's just what it is because we like to talk. Yeah,
we do.
But let's get into this, Kim.
Yes.
The year Earth changed. Now, of course, we're not set up. She's got her notebook. So hopefully she can read her fucking notes.
I'll do my best.
I did not go through and try to type out that chicken scratch.
I'm glad you did because it is chicken scratch.
So, and of course, I'm still stuck on fucking racing. Oh my God, there we go. The year Earth changed. Oh Lord, here we go. All right. So this is an Apple Plus Originals.
No. Yes.
So it's only on Apple Plus.
It is.
Which is a very good, it is a documentary done by BBC Studios.
Yes.
I'm trying to type this in. I love when I'm never prepared for this shit.
Yeah. It is done by BBC Studios. It just goes over basically how the Earth changed from this.
Well, let's narrated by David Attenborough. Like she says, it was released in 2021. It's a documentary film about the global lockdown and its impact on nature.
Yes.
And it was directed by Tom Beard.
Yes.
The film was produced in collaboration between Mike Gunton and Alice Keensopper. Sure. Apple TV released the documentary on April 16th, 2021, which I believe was Earth Day.
It was Earth Day, yes.
And just real quick, the reception is what I'm getting from Google, or not from Google, from Wikipedia. Rotten Tomatoes reported an approval rating of 100% based on 5 reviews with an average rating of 7.9 out of 10.
Wow. So it was really
it was well received.
Yeah, it was.
And I mean, honestly, I watched it first time, and then you watched it, and when we watched it again together.
Yeah.
And then we watched it for the show, and it was very
interesting.
Not interesting. Educational.
Educational, yeah. It was very, very educational.
Like Kim said, it literally goes through the global pandemic.
It does.
You know, it starts with the
day one when the lockdown happened.
And mainly the lockdown in our country.
Yeah.
It didn't start with China's lockdown.
No, it started
with the lockdown in the United States. And which pretty much was about the same time the rest of the, roughly March 2021, the rest of the world and then the United States kind of followed everybody.
Yep.
Something like that. So we start off with San Francisco.
Yes. And
which was kind of weird. Interesting they started there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And when it opened, it started at the San Francisco Bridge.
The Golden Gate Bridge.
Sorry, the Golden Gate Bridge.
Dude, hold it. Because there is a San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge. So if you say San Francisco Bridge, people might be thinking you're talking about the Bay Bridge.
No, I'm talking about the Golden Gate Bridge.
Part of the bridge that fucking fell during the earthquake in
1989.
Thank you. Fuck, man, I'll bring that. I remember that. I watched the damn World Series.
Yes, that was was the Quaking World Series.
We're not talking about earthquakes.
No. Anyway, so it starts at the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco, California.
And
they're showing sparrows. I didn't get neither one of us got the name of these sparrows, but they could actually hear themselves singing. There was actually different notes.
It wasn't just that it was the fact that human beings could finally hear them singing again because there was no traffic.
So you could actually
the noise pollution was so fucking down that they were actually for the first time able to hear these sparrows singing again, and they found out these sparrows are actually singing newer songs, or adding new notes to their songs,
which was so interesting because like they said before the lockdown, you weren't able to hear anything because of the noise pollution.
Well, yeah, you're talking about Frisco.
Yeah. And the other interesting thing about California, and this is in the Los Angeles, California area, is they do have
they do all this shit down.
They do have poor air quality over there. I know. I've been there. I know what poor air quality is.
Can't say I've been there, but I've seen enough fucking pictures from up on the mountains and shit. Looking into it during normal times, and you can barely see the fucking city.
You cannot see the city when you're there. So during this lockdown, they noticed that the air quality started getting better. It was a lot. Well, I can't remember the percentage. I think it was like 20% or something better than what it had been in the past because there was no cars going. I mean, nobody was driving. Everybody was basically at home. And I thought that was pretty interesting how here is a part of California that has the worst air quality, but yet it starts to improve with no cars.
Well, okay, now I'm a sidebar on that. So one thing they didn't show, but I saw this during the pandemic. It was Venice.
Yeah.
Where they have them fucking canals, where they romantic fucking. I mean, we all think,
they're not boats, but that's what
women
they're
think
called.
of that. Oh, I always want to go there because it's so romantic with them boats.
If I go to Venice, it ain't going to be for no boats. It's going to be for the vineyards.
Okay. Chalk it up to one weird woman.
Yeah.
The same woman who don't want no flashy fucking wedding ring.
Exactly.
For some reason, her and her sister were just, no, I'll take a $50 or $25 fake ring at Walmart.
Exactly. So,
Anyways, real quick, I'm bringing up Venice for a reason, because they showed before where the waterways were just ugly.
Ugly
dirty,
looking. Yeah.
dirty. You couldn't see to the bottom. And I don't remember exactly what month this was during 2020, but when they showed it again, you could see to the bottom of it. You can see clear without all the pollution from the boats and shit.
Yeah.
You could see clearly to the bottom. You could see the fish in the fucking water.
Yeah.
For the first time.
Oh yeah.
So it's amazing and sad.
It is.
It really is sad.
Yeah.
And I'm not one of those global warmists, climate changer fuckers.
No, we're not.
Only thing I would like to do is leave the planet in a better place.
Yeah.
Leave for obviously my grandkids and eventually great grandkids and future generations.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyways, continue.
Okay.
She's got all the fucking notes.
Yeah. So then it heads over to China. And China, we all know. That's what I got next.
Okay. Dude, I must have missed a lot of fucking locations early on this motherfucker.
Yeah, because I got
okay.
Next.
Go. China.
So
China, the worst fucking polluted. And this is why. Okay. David Jason said earlier, I'm gonna say it here. Fuck China.
Exactly.
Because here is my theme with China, right? Everybody's always on America. Oh, we need all these fucking rules. We need to cut back our emissions. Why the fuck are we not throwing this gauntlet down with China?
Exactly, because their air is worse than ours.
Does anybody remember Beijing? When we went there, when the Olympics were there?
Yeah.
How disgusting was that air?
It was.
I couldn't imagine being a fucking athlete trying to perform at high quality.
Yeah. And that was the Summer Olympics.
Air.
Yeah, it was the Summer Olympics too.
I know it was the Summer Olympics. Anyways, that was my rant.
All right, that's fine. Anyway, so as he said, we all know that China has very, very bad air pollution. So with lockdown, they noticed that the toxic air had dropped quite a bit. Had dropped.
Yeah, right.
I can't remember their percentage.
I don't remember them giving percentages.
Yeah.
Because okay, here's the thing is, we all know this with communist China in the communist country. They give the information out on what they want you
people
to know.
To see or hear, and
what they want. It's just like the same old, the back in the days of the USSR. They gave us information we wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're destroying all of our nuclear weapons. Really?
Right. I didn't believe that for a minute.
Well, I didn't believe it either. But of course, fucking United States. We were fucking. Reagan was fucking killing all of our goddamn nukes.
Yeah.
Fake ass China at the Olympic opening ceremonies.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it, Tom. All right, now, so you done with China?
Yes, we're done with China now.
Are we fucking off China now?
Yes, we're done. Now you should be.
Now I have India, but I just wrote down locations. I think what happened here, Kim, if I remember right, these were all just like Sanford. They just wrote boom, 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 and then the next focus where they put it on the bottom was India.
Yeah, it was India. Yeah,
I think that's why my lists are different than your list.
Yeah, because I seem to get every little detail. Anyway.
Applaud for the over the top detail from this woman, because if not, then it would be, well, we went from here to here, and hey, that was a show. No, I'm joking. I would have a little bit more than that. You guys know me.
So
now hop off myself for a few minutes, but I'm watching on the TV in my living. All right, Kel.
All right. So now we should both be together on India.
Wait, Gandhi. Right?
Gandhi. Yes, that was Gandhi.
I don't fucking remember.
Yes, that was
God.
Gandhi.
You ever watch that movie?
Yes.
That's a very long fucking movie.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good movie.
It is.
Anyways, India. We're not talking about Gandhi. We're talking about
India.
We're talking about the year Earth changed.
Anyway.
And we're going off on tangents already.
Yeah, I know we are. We're going off. Okay, so one of the residents, I don't know if they're called residents, but anyway, one of the people over there.
It was a resident.
Okay. One of the residents made a comment that his family was at breakfast. And one of his family members says, "Oh,
come upstairs. Come upstairs.
Come
onto the roof. They go up on the roof. And when he got, I know where this is going.
Yeah.
I remember this one.
Go ahead.
When he got to the top of the roof, they looked out over. Now, mind you, India again, just like China, lots of pollution.
Yeah.
But because there was so much less pollution, now you better have them fucking mountains up because I may get the fucking mountains wrong. But they could fucking finally see up in the distance the Himalayas.
Yeah, it's the Himalayas.
The Himalayas, which they had not seen
in years.
In what, 10
about 10
decades.
Decades, yeah.
You know, and like he said, there it was. There they were the whole time, always behind the pollution.
Yeah.
And he took a snapshot of it, and it went viral. He said,
"Yeah, it did,"
which is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
but it just shows you, again, we're not talking everything about it, and that's why I know when I first originally started watching this, I thought, why do I have this? I had a weird feeling. I mean, don't get me wrong, this weird feeling is going to be an attack on the United States because the United States is attacked for everything. It seems like.
Yes.
Sweet, there's children outside.
If you hear that, that's our neighbor children.
Well, yeah, because it's only fucking 5:47 our time.
Yeah, and it's starting to cool down a bit here.
I'm sorry, I had to sleep for a minute because I got 17:47.
Yeah,
and it's saving on my phone.
Yeah, it's starting to cool down here, so the kids will be out.
Yeah,
so
kids are coming out anyway. So let's move on.
Okay, so it said that the air quality cleans up and the Earth was able to breathe, which is in conjunction with the India thing.
Right, they were talking about how, that was one of the key points that they brought at that point.
Yeah.
How when the air quality went better around the world, the Earth could breathe. And Kim, sidebar, you brought this up a couple times on previous episodes.
Yes, I did.
Watching the launches of SpaceX, she's, in her opinion, for her, all the pictures of Earth from the capsules and stuff are clearer, are more prominent blue. Which I probably will agree with her on that. And of course Tom's saying it's 6:47 because yes, Tom is in Mountain Time. And during the daylight savings time era, Arizona stays on Arizona Standard Time or Mountain Standard Time. However, everyone else goes to daylight savings time.
Yep.
So we could technically join the Pacific time zone.
Yeah, we did. But yeah,
which is confusing as fuck.
I know. Yeah, I was actually really shocked that as they launched the Dragon capsule that later became the Endeavor, the first one, first one, the very first one that they launched, and then the pictures that we came across on the NASA channel that comes from the International Space Station.
All right, yeah.
I just noticed. I mean, you can actually see the blueness of the Earth. You could actually see the whiteness of the clouds, and you could actually, if you look close enough, you can actually see the greenery of the Earth, which is something you could never do.
Yeah. I hate daylight. Maybe not the greenery. I don't recall really seeing green before. Okay.
But at least,
I mean, even the blue of the ocean looked bluer. I mean, it really did look. I mean, maybe it's the TV.
Yeah. Well,
maybe part of it is a 4K television.
Yeah. Well, I kind of, and
but
this isn't.
I don't think. I think it is because I mean, even the astronauts have talked about it.
Yeah.
How the Earth does look a lot more
bluer.
Yeah. Bluer. The ocean looks bluer from space.
Yeah, and
and the Earth is more picturesque from space.
And this is the weird.
Sign me up! I'd love to go to space.
Oh, I know. And this is kind of the weird part of me.
Weird.
If anybody,
we're weird.
I know. If anybody has ever seen The Day After Tomorrow,
fake. Anyways.
Okay, I realize it's just a Hollywood-made movie. Okay,
it is a Hollywood-made movie.
But if you take the concept,
show me a goddamn hurricane that happens in the middle of fucking winter.
That doesn't. Okay, but take just the basic concept of the Earth healing itself in this one year.
Right.
You kind of see how if we as humans could learn in a way to respect the Earth, how it would stay you know,
Okay.
how we could coexist with it. There
All right.
we go.
I'm going to sidebar into this and bring this up because I noticed this going to Nevada in January, and I didn't bring it up, and I fucking should have. But along the freeways, and I'm not in Arizona because we didn't ride along freeways in Arizona.
No.
But in freeways in Nevada, on I-15 in Nevada, even the freeways coming into I-15 goes into Vegas, and so the Highway 93 coming from Arizona or Hoover Dam area comes back into Vegas.
Yeah.
Trash all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Trash all over. I mean, it's like, okay. Then you get up north, and it's the same way.
Yeah.
Along I-80. It's just like, so what? We went into a global pandemic, and the prisoners still couldn't go out. I mean, because that's what we use in Nevada. Or they use it. We. See, you can tell I'm still Nevadan at heart.
Yes.
We've always used the prisoners to clean up our highways. The fuck? They can't go out in the middle of a pandemic? And I was really disgusted. And of course, it wasn't just I'm not mad at the prisoners. I'm not mad at the correction services. I'm mad at fucking humans.
Yeah.
Because that's trash. They're just fucking throwing out their car.
The car, yeah.
The car window, you know.
Yeah.
They're just throwing shit out because they don't want to carry a little plastic bag with them. They throw some trash in.
Yeah.
Next time you stop for fuel, throw the fucking bag away.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
another fucking bag.
Well, I always, when I try,
That's what we do.
Yeah. That's actually, that's what we did as growing up too. We'd always have a plastic bag.
Unless you gotta go pee real quick, and then you just pause and
on the side of the road,
find a goddamn sagebrush. And,
yeah.
Well, it's pretty fast for men.
Yeah, well, women have a little.
Just gotta have a taller sagebrush.
Yeah.
All right, Kim.
Okay.
Move on. Southeast Alaska. Or you got more stuff? Oh, yeah. I forget. My numbering system is off than hers.
Yes. So then there was 140 million less traveling during this, less tourist traveling during this. So places.
Oh, yeah, because the fucking airlines got shut down.
Yeah, the airlines did get shut down. So
Which I know is a point somewhere in there on that.
Yes. So this kind of goes into the next two topics, which Southeast Alaska and also Florida too, which were the two in the United States. What
talk
was
about opposite ends of the spectrum?
Yeah. So we'll just start with. I think you got Alaska, right?
You got Florida.
I've got Florida first. So, yeah, I got Florida. I think the Alaska one was right here. I just didn't label it, but.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So I just didn't label it. But
yeah, you didn't label it. So in Southeast Alaska, during the whale migration from Hawaii to Alaska.
Yes.
Before, it was a very hot spot for tourists. So multiple boats. And they mainly go up there for their calves to raise their calves, for the females to raise their calves. Well, one thing they noticed during the pandemic was they could talk or
they
speak
could
longer distances underwater because there was no noise pollution in the water.
And mothers could actually leave their calves alone without worry of anything happening to them.
Right.
And they would actually hunt.
Right. They could actually go together in pods, I think it was.
Yeah, pods.
And they could hunt together in a pod and get more food than what they had been previously able to. And because of the less noise, like she said, they could leave their calf back here, go 4 or 5 miles away, and if that calf got in trouble, they could fucking hear it. Yeah. Which is neat.
Yeah.
And actually, this is going to be a common topic or common theme throughout most of this.
Throughout most of this,
on a lot of these places where you're dealing with mothers and their young.
Yeah.
Where before they had to do things differently, but because there was no visitors, no people, no noise, they could go back the way they used to do things.
Yeah. And are we going to touch on what was at the end of this? After we give them all this information, we're going to touch on what some of these states states and people are trying to do.
Is that the end of your notes?
Yeah, I think that is the end of my notes. Yes. Anyway, at the end, we'll touch on.
If not, she'll bring it back up.
Yeah, I'll bring it back up because it's interesting what some of these people are doing.
All right. So next, you have Florida.
Florida, yes. Now this is what I thought was, and I don't know if it was this with the turtles.
Yeah.
But this is what I thought was interesting. I knew that turtles, all breed of turtles, come to the beach and lay their eggs.
Right.
I just didn't think they come to the same beach where they were born. That was kind of like interesting.
You know that?
No, I did not know that. I just knew turtles laid their eggs.
I watch too much fucking National Geographic Animal Planet, obviously.
Well, some people got the privilege of doing that. Other people.
Hey, that wasn't a privilege. I was fucking forced to by your sister.
But
Don't fucking say it was a goddamn privilege.
But anyway, so
the privilege is playing fucking video games instead of watching Animal Planet.
Yes.
Sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to actually skip over one because we'll touch on that later. But
we're
no,
Florida, right?
We are. But I got Spain in here with the. But we're going to touch on that when we touch on the deer.
Well, okay, let's sidebar real quick. The reason why you were getting things really mixed up is because at one point I wasn't pausing the show. I was just letting it go.
Yeah.
And you were having to write quick, and you were having to struggle. So then this is what got us in trouble with our episode 98, right?
Yeah.
When we were supposed to do it, is because we ended up. I had to pause so we could make the notes and so we can move on to each part. That it turned into about a 3-hour fucking show. Oh. So hopefully, we won't make this a 3-hour show.
Here's where the Alaska stuff came in right there for me, but we've already touched on it, so we'll.
All right. Anyways.
Yeah. So we'll.
Well, again, if I would actually type these fucking notes out, we would have been good. Yeah. And Kel's back on her phone. Hi, Kel.
Hi. All right. So.
You really didn't go nowhere because you've been listening.
Yeah. So it was interesting that, and they're loggerhead turtles, I believe. They said that they were loggerheads. Yes, they said they were loggerheads. So loggerhead turtles, which
I know I'm giving you shit.
I know. Which when they started this whole thing, they started out with this turtle building this nest, laying on the beach, laying her eggs, and then walking back into after she's
in the ocean and bye-bye.
Yeah, which
that's what they do.
That's what they do. The mothers will lay the eggs, the babies will hatch, and
then the babies are on their own when they come out.
Yeah, so they have to learn everything on their own. But anyway, they had mentioned that for the first time in a long time, she was actually able to lay her eggs in peace because beaches were empty. Nobody was allowed on the beaches. Huh?
Nothing. I'm just saying amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
I'm just mouthing amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing because nobody was allowed on the beach, so she was able to actually lay her eggs in peace. Now, they said that hundreds more of these will do the same. So they noticed one thing. They had noticed that in the past, when there had been people interaction, they thought, well, maybe we as humans were interacting with them and coexisting with them, but when when lockdown came, they found out that no, we weren't actually coexisting with them. Let me finish, and then go ahead. Never mind.
No, go ahead.
No.
Yes. You see us argue out here on the fucking show. No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, go.
Anyway, and so they noticed that with it being nobody on the beach, that the nesting rate for loggerheads actually really rose. And it dropped. Sorry, it dropped from 40% to now 61%. So at one time, it was only about a 40% chance that
that used to be a 40% chance of them survival.
Now it went up to a 61%.
And just a short period of time, it went up to 61%.
Yeah.
So what I was going to bring up, Kim, right, was the fact that for years, and I mean, we've all heard scientists, the human race we're not doing well with nature. But most was like, well, show us the data. Well, we really never could have data, because most time you can't get somebody to actually allow you to shut something down for a fucking year.
Yeah.
However, 2020 gave us that.
Yeah, it did.
2020 gave the scientists a chance to now go get the data and now say, here is concrete proof on where us humans, sorry to say it, but the human race, everyone in this world, where we're hurting nature.
Yeah.
And again, we'll bring it up at the end, what some of the things that they talked about.
What they're going to try and do.
Anyways,
so then just to kind of finish up the loggerhead, it says 100 or so hatchings and turtles have been able to do what has been done for millions of years, which means lay their eggs. And then the survival rate, I do believe, also rose for little turtles too, for baby turtles. And we've already gone over the
next thing I've got is St. Lucia, South Africa.
The Spain one, then.
What was that Spain? It was a real quick thing.
That was the one.
All right, well, let's just move on.
The Spain was okay. Spain was real quick. It was something about that something had dropped over there. So the Spain
thing was they had over 7 million visitors a year.
Yeah.
It went down to zero.
They didn't have any they didn't have any
tourists.
Yeah.
They would get 7 million visitors a year, and when the pandemic started, it went down to zero.
Okay, so where?
That's Japan.
Oh, okay. All right. So okay. Oh, okay. Never mind. All right. So
you see, that's why you have all these little, like right here. So some of the extra stuff they brought up was that the football on the world had dropped by 90%. Half of the labor force in the U.S. is working from home, and again, this is like certain points of like 3 months or 6 months into the pandemic.
Down.
A quarter of businesses shut globally. Animals taking advantage of city living. And then this is where we went to St. Lucia, South Africa, where you see a hippo enjoying a stroll by a gas station.
Yes.
Then we went to Tel Aviv, Israel, where jackals were enjoying a local park.
Yes.
Santiago, Chile, they had a puma literally walking on the sidewalk and then decided they saw people and jumped the fence.
Yes.
Jumped a very high fence.
Yes.
Which I hate to have been the son of a bitch on the other side of that fence.
Me too.
That'd been a shock and a half.
Yeah, it would.
Nara, Japan.
Okay, so before we go to Japan, there was also one other one too.
What?
It was
I think you're getting ahead of yourself.
No, the guinea pig looking things. The water where they came up from the water.
Got you $5 this after. That's why we have this stuff written in order. That would have been on. God damn it. See, I think you're getting ahead of yourself.
All right, fine.
I think you're getting ahead of yourself. If not, we'll go back to it at the end.
All right, fine.
All right. So Japan, Nara, Japan has 13 million visitors annually. I can actually read this. I don't believe it. Now we're in Sika. Just Sika, Japan. Sika deer.
Yeah.
So in Nara, Japan, they have a deer population called Sika deer who has been fed by people who visit. And they feed them, rice
crackers. They're called rice crackers.
Right. The Sika deer have lived over 1,300 years.
Yes. And within that 1,300 years, their grazing land has been taken over.
Most, but you have nettles have been taken over.
Yeah.
And then as we get, so then they show these deer and they show them being fed the rice crackers by all these fucking visitors. Yeah. And then, poof, the pandemic happens. The visitors no longer there. They're worried that these deer are going to starve to death.
Yes.
However, the older deer of the bunch,
knows exactly what to do.
Us gray-haired people, us older people can start. We can actually, we can go. We know this is fucking young kids think they know what the fuck they're doing. yet it's still the old people who remember the old ways of doing things.
Yes. So the older deer starts leading this herd of deer.
Okay. This isn't funny. I know. I don't think this was actually. I mean,
I don't think it was actually in there.
This is really for real, but it was nice camera work. They obviously pressed the little fucking button for the deer didn't, but the little walk button, the light changes green, the walk light comes on, beep beep beep, and the deer start walking across the
street.
No, like walk across the in the crosswalk.
Yeah, literally in the crosswalk, they walk across the street.
I mean, I see them maybe doing that, because they see people doing that, but I really don't think they might be trained to actually wink that fucking beep the fucking walk light.
They might.
I still think it was nice camera work to make it look like that.
Yeah.
Again, you'd have to go there and watch it. Watch it for yourself.
Yes.
I mean, that'd be something you have to. Somebody that lives there would have to literally be downtown with their fucking phone, film that shit.
Yeah.
Or you'd have to, be there to see it happen. But again, it was great. In my opinion, it was great camera work to make it look like these deer actually waited for the walk light to walk across the street.
Yes.
And it wasn't even the walk light, but the beep. Most bigger cities now, they have the beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
But, it is okay to walk.
Yeah. So these Sika deer are walking across the street and continue this trek, walking to a part
of an old meadow.
Yeah, an old meadow.
Which is in the city.
Yeah. And that's where they start eating.
Right. And he mentioned it is a place where they had ate before, where, of course, the older deer remembered it. So they're not going to start there. They knew where to go.
Yeah. And they noticed, too, that once the deer started doing that, they looked healthier.
Right. Well, yeah, because, you go from eating fucking rice crackers to fucking what they're supposed to be eating, plants and vegetables.
Exactly.
Or weeds, not weeds, but grasses and shit.
Yeah.
It's fine and dandy. Who doesn't want to feed a fucking animal? I mean, I've been to petting zoos where you hold out your fucking hand and they eat some little food out of your fucking hand. It's great.
Yeah.
But the problem, and the cool thing, some of the cool stuff is when you're showing people feeding the rice crackers, you see the fucking deer bow, and then the Japanese person would bow, and then they would feed them. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it was.
To see them, literally, they're bowing and respecting you for food.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Not really. I think it's cool. Because they've been dealing with it.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on.
And during this lockdown, they also noted that less trash was.
Well, yeah, less trash in the park.
Yeah, which
is harmful.
Is very harmful to these deer.
Which could kill them.
Yes. And then I got the next one. This is. Yeah, you're right, because this is what I was trying to touch on next. And it says 4 months into lockdown in Buenos Aires, Argentina, with 15.2 million people. 15.2 million people in Buenos Aires. That's how you pronounce Buenos Aires. And
really?
Yeah,
Buenos Aires.
Nope, it's Buenos Aires.
Son of a bitch.
Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Okay, whatever. We're not getting into how to pronounce shit overseas.
No. And this is what
this next motherfucker.
It's touches on the capybara,
which looks like a goddamn otter.
They do.
Or a
groundhog, or a great big guinea pig. But
I think that's what they call. Didn't they call them a guinea pig?
Yeah, they were in the guinea pig family.
They call them rats.
Yeah, they call rodents. They call them rodents.
They're part of the rodent family.
Which they trace something about a guinea pig. So the capybara love swim in the water, and they were raiding these gardens because at one time it was part of their wetlands.
Right. So of course, what happens? Humans come in, build their fucking homes on what you see these animals, wetlands, where they would feed, where they would come out of the water and feed. And of course, the narrator is talking about how they're back to take over their land. Well, all of a sudden you're
and then you hear him head that way. So the next thing you know,
hold on. At this moment, I see this fucking yapping dog.
Yeah.
And it's a little fucker.
Yeah.
All I'm thinking is that one big fucking, these roads are not small.
No.
They're about the same size as this fucking dog.
Yeah.
I thought, are we going to see this rodent have a fucking mid-morning snack?
Yeah, the capybara.
Maybe maybe it's likes the veggies once in a while.
Yeah.
But maybe he also likes the meat. So I really thought, maybe but I guess it's the grotesque part of me, the horror part of me that wants to see this animal fucking go after this fucking dog. And I'm joking. I don't want hurt to animals. I love dogs, but it's one of those small little fucking dogs that just annoys you. But no, these animals like, whoa, dude.
Yeah.
And they left. That fucking dog's still yapping away. They left.
And then at the end, you see that he actually acquired a friend too that started yapping at him as well.
Yeah, he acquired another buddy that started yapping. I mean, there was like 8 of these fuking capybara things. Capybara and 2 dogs chased them off.
Yeah.
So obviously they're not meat eaters.
No.
They are vegetarian. I believe they are. They probably eat fish, maybe. I mean, I'm not looking up to see, but they are pretty much plant eaters. So
yeah.
They didn't go after the dogs. The dogs were fine. It was just funny as shit because all of a sudden,
and the narrator,
and all I could think was, "Yep, here we go.
And
we're gonna see a dog get killed on this show."
And the narrator, before it cut over to the next part of what we're gonna discuss,
go ahead.
Most nothing scares them.
Yeah, most nothing scares them, which is pretty funny.
So now to transition into the next one. Okay, when we think of Africa, one thing that most people think of is taking safaris.
That's what you have next.
That's what I have next. What do you have next?
Oh, okay. Never mind. No, never mind. Never mind. You're right. No, that is next. I just said, I told you to follow the fucking order, and then I'm not following the fucking order. See your hand. There we go. Well, that wasn't hard enough. What are you doing? Give me a hand. Don't limp it. God damn. Ow, that fucking hurt.
Sorry.
I'll expect your arm to come with it. I was like, the hell?
Sorry.
What are you apologizing for?
I don't mean to hurt you. Anyway, so we all think, well, most people think of safari and how they're
oh,
those freaking yep.
Right, Tom? Right, Tom? Or you just want to line up and go, all right, there it looks like a fucking goalpost. It's good.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, where are we at? We're on the safari.
Yeah, we're on the safari.
Oh, wait, the safari, is this the one I'm thinking? The Safari Lodge?
This is the one you're thinking of.
Oh yeah, this one was a good one.
It was.
Holy shit.
So then they do a pan. They kind of go over this safari camp and say
it's a new safari resort.
Yeah, safari resort, saying it's
obviously, swimming pool, but
I mean the whole works.
But during the land, obviously during the lockdown, no one's there. So some new tenants
decide to take over.
The person they show us is
the vervet monkeys.
And of course, they go lounge. And they decide they want to lounge near the pool
and enjoy the salad bar.
No, they were not the salad bar creatures. No, they weren't. No. It was the next one they showed. The antelope. The antelope enjoyed the salad bar, as they called it, which was all the plants.
Plants, yes.
But the monkeys enjoyed the pool.
Yes, they enjoyed the pool.
The pool area.
Yes.
Then they showed you a few other animals too, and we didn't write them all down. But then something
happens.
We're in broad daylight, by the way.
So what happens in broad daylight is there's also leopards.
One leopard.
But there also.
Oh, it only showed one leopard.
It did only show one, but leopards are usually
leopards. He said leopard.
This leopard is usually what they call a nocturnal hunter.
Right.
So it came out. He changed out, and so he's at this resort area,
in broad daylight.
In broad daylight, and this cameraman
Oh fuck! That dude had to shit his fucking pants.
Yeah, this cameraman was so freaked out because this leopard was
a few feet from
him, and he didn't know if this leopard was going to attack him or not.
I mean, it got to one point the leopard gets up by the fucking. It's funny because David Jason were talking about no railing in Star Wars. Here we are at a resort that has railing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And it stands there, literally facing the cameraman. The cameraman's facing him with the camera, and the cameraman's not breathing at this fucking moment.
No, he's not.
And the leopard, you just hear the leopard go, and then fucking walks off.
And the
cameraman looks back to the camera. You write down what he said?
No, he said I didn't, but I remember what he said. He said that was scary. That was a scary.
It was a fucking scary. It was the moment that he's never been that scared before.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm sorry. If he didn't shit his pants, I applaud him because, dude, my fucking drawers would have been filled.
Yeah.
That fucker came way too close for my blood.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So then eventually it shows the leopard.
Yeah, and so with
killing the
Impala antelope.
Right. Getting its dinner or its lunch.
And this was the funny part. After it kills its lunch.
Oh God.
Okay,
hold it. Time out here. Leopards are just like lions and tigers. They're just bigger versions of the feline cat that we like to have, like people like to have in our homes. So
this
fucking leopard, I mean, all of a sudden it's walking up against huts and scratching its head. Like, because these huts have got fucking straw roofs on them, so this is fucking. I was like, God damn, this thing thinking it's its own fucking jungle gym now.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, it was, oh my God. It was like, yep. And I told Kim, I said, there you go. It just shows you where the feline cat came from.
Yeah.
Because if you ever watch, the funny thing is you watch cats, you watch a cat hunt, a kitty cat. I'm talking, your fucking regular feline
cat. Your domesticated.
We call domestic cats, your pets. You watch them fucking hunt.
They'll hunt
for a fucking mouse or a goddamn moth.
Yeah.
They're fucking crashed down. They fucking, it looks just like a tiger or a leopard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So something interesting that they touched on is
that this is now this cat's fucking kingdom.
Yeah, this
his own private kingdom.
But what they touched on after they said it was his own private kingdom was across Africa, leopards have lost 60% of their territory to humans, making hunting ever more challenging. So it's become a challenge for them to hunt and survive.
Right.
So, and then we touched on the switching of the behavior. So, and actually there has been, and this is the other thing that they touched on, 30% drop in leopard population over 25 years.
30% population drop in 25 years.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then it says now we're
going 6 months into the lockdown.
Yeah, 6 months into the lockdown, over 40 countries still have restrictions in place. 3 billion people, no activities. Now we're in the Ganges. We're in Ganges, India, which that is the river, the Ganges River.
Yeah, you're going to talk about the Ganges River, yeah.
Which had an 80% increase in oxygen levels, which
crazy.
Yeah, like you said, crazy.
80%.
Yeah.
Increase of oxygen levels.
Yeah, and the Atlantic coast, Morocco. Water city from poor to excellent. It went from poor to excellent.
Their water clarity. Yeah. Water clarity in Morocco on the Atlantic coast went from poor to excellent on clarity.
Yeah. Cape Town, South Africa, 4.7 million. And this is where this is the
population, by the way, 4.7
million population. Well, they also share it with what we call African jackass penguins.
They're called African jackass
penguins. They are. That's their name.
So if you ever go to Cape Town, South Africa, you can literally say, look, there goes a jackass.
Yeah, exactly.
Just make sure you're pointing at a penguin.
Exactly. So their they actually saw them walking across on a morning commute.
Oh, fuck yeah. Exactly what they said, morning. Well, humans are no longer, they're, I don't remember how they put it, but yeah, pretty much a family's on a morning commute.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
And here come these penguins.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if you see that's actually the picture for almost like the theatrical poster.
Yeah.
That's what you see. Those jackass penguins.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So then,
breeding season.
So
they live alongside of us.
Yeah, they live alongside of us. So during.
Oh fuck! No, those are some other jackasses.
Yeah, exactly. So
just so everybody audio knows, Tom brought up, do these penguins do stupid stuff
that's on the TV? Yes. So then it's actually breeding season. So then they each have chicks. So they head out to find fish to feed their chicks.
And since they live among the people, they actually live pretty far inland. It's not really far, but for them it is far inland.
Yeah.
Into this town. So I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. And an interesting point here that they brought up is chicks need 15% of their body weight per day. So when they go out to get the food, they actually dive 8 meters for fish and crustaceans, which is what they actually live on. And the problem during before the lockdown, the problem was that they would go out, get this food for their chicks, then come back and couldn't get to their chicks because humans.
The beach was full.
Beach was full, so they had to wait till nightfall.
They waited until everyone went home.
Yeah.
Left the beach, and then they would go feed their chicks. Well, now.
Yeah, the beaches were deserted, so they went straight from there.
In the morning, they went out. They got their stuff.
Came back in, fed their chicks, and then went back out again.
Something they hadn't seen them do in a very long time.
Yeah.
Where they would actually go back out.
Yeah.
And because of that,
there was actually more chicks born. There was actually a family that had hatched
two different
chicks in 1 year.
Or two different, I don't know.
I think it was twin chicks.
No, well, they had twins. There was one that had twins. But they called it something. I don't know if I wrote it down.
I called it something. Anyway, it was actually something that hadn't been seen in a while, where the penguin population, the chicks
batch.
Yeah.
Some went on to have a second batch of chicks, and this had happened for the first time in over a decade.
Yeah.
And now the chicks are actually being fed 2 to 3 times a day, which the chicks are healthier, and then, like you said, even and growing more rapidly, and also where the families are actually having twins.
Yeah.
And then again, some would go on and have a second batch of chicks later on during the year. So the penguin population down there is really
grown. Yeah, it has.
Did they say they were almost endangered?
Yeah, they were. They were.
In reality.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In reality, humans were making their life difficult.
Right. That's one thing they did say.
Yeah. Numbers
where we thought we were actually living. You know, we've always thought we were living, really good with with nature. We've been living side by side with nature for a very long time, and we thought we were actually doing good for them. Which, in some cases, for some animals, maybe we are.
Yeah.
But for a lot, we're not. We're actually hurting their populations.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so it says here, penguin numbers have dropped in South Africa 7% over the last 30 years.
No. Yeah. Over the last 30 years, last year, their numbers had dropped 70%.
Yeah. And then last year, like we touched on, they actually rose.
Right. They didn't talk about how much they rose.
But they rose.
They did, but they said in years to come, in the next few years, you're going to see an increase in their population.
Yeah.
Which again, we'll tie into it later on, because I know they tie into it on things. And again, it's not that hard to do some of this stuff.
No, it's not. It's not.
I don't think.
No, it's not. So then, this is the other interesting. We're now in Massasoit Mara, Kenya. And their annual visitors is 300,000 plus. Now, this is where they actually conduct the safari adventures.
Well, what it is, people want one of the high bucket list items that people want to see a cheetah kill an animal. A cheetah hunt.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, cheetahs are the fastest sprinters in the world.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you want to see them, but the problem is when you got all these fucking safari vans out there, you're watching the cheetahs, and then when they do the kill, everybody starts talking on the radio, and there's all this fucking noise. Cameras are going off. But
cameras are going off. So
I know
with that, go ahead.
I'm just trying to input parts.
Go ahead.
I remember.
Go ahead.
No, you're shushing me. So.
No, all I was going to say was an interesting fact about cheetahs is their weakness is their lack of slight build and strength of rival predators. Yes, they are.
Yes, Kelly.
Very good. Very good. So even though they are the fastest animal on Earth, they are still prey to like lions and.
Well, yeah, they're still prey to their enemies.
Yes. So then, what he was looting on. And this is.
I know. I jumped a little bit ahead.
Yeah. So what he was looting on was it shows this mother who has 2 cubs. Okay. And they're actually, I think they said they're about 6 months old.
Yeah, I think they said about 3 to 6 months old.
3 to 6 months old. So these cubs have to eat 2 to 3 times a day. So the mother has to go hunting. Well, while the mother is hunting, the cubs have to stay hidden in the tall grass so their predators don't find them because predatory animals,
hyenas, lions,
hyenas, lions, all of them do kill the cubs. So she goes and does this kill about 100 meters away from her cubs. Now, the problem with that is she's not strong enough to bring the kill back to her cubs. So they make a chirping sound to alert their cubs. Well, which
I was getting to.
Which now I'll let him finish what he was saying.
So with all the noise, the cheetahs would have to be louder and call more often, which would then alert its enemies or predators to her cubs' location.
Yeah. But
in the year of the lockdown with no one around, she chirped a couple times. Quietly, the cubs heard her. They came running
over to her,
and they ate.
Yeah.
Which then,
we touched on for the lockdown. Which then also they touched on that the cheetah cubs during this lockdown actually survived better than they had in the past. I think they said 1 or 2 cubs a year. I believe they said 1 or 2 cubs a year survive before this, right. But during lockdown, they noticed that more cubs were surviving and not getting killed. And so
they said there's only 7,000 cheetah adults.
Yeah.
So right now, every cub is, like they said in there, is precious. Because if we can get more cubs surviving, that's more cheetah adults.
Yeah.
When we get the cheetah numbers back up. So yeah.
And then,
and for those of you that on the audio only crowd, when I said yes, Kelly brought up in the chat, this sounds like a great documentary. I'm going to have to watch it. I was agreeing with her. Yes, it is a very great documentary, and I do recommend it for everyone to watch.
Yeah, that has Apple TV.
Go get fucking Apple
TV.
Go get Apple Plus.
Yeah. It's a very good documentary. The one thing before
who knows, maybe Apple might. I mean, they may, in the long run, release it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, they might. Now, before we get into the rest of this, I'm also going to tie this also into another part. And then we'll go on to like Dorset, England and stuff and what we found out about that. Also, too.
Wait, you got England next?
Yeah, I got England next. What do you have next?
I got
Dundee
National Park, Uganda.
Yeah, I got that too next. But
okay.
But the thing is, now let me find out before I touch on this.
No, go ahead, touch it.
No, I gotta find out.
I don't know.
Nope, it follows what I'm thinking of. Okay. It follows.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So
we're gonna move on.
Yes, we're gonna move on.
See, this is the thing about when we watch these shows is we write this shit down And at one point, Kim was actually numbering it.
I was.
Then when I took over, I just put little dashes, try to make bullet points. We don't do bullet. I mean, this is what? I mean, where the hell does it start at? It starts right here. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.25 pages.
5.25. That what?
Front
5
and back.
front and back, and one little fucking this on the 6th fucking page.
Yeah.
I mentioned it outside bar. I mentioned I think episode 98 or whatever. When I filled out my first police report for an accident, the cop looked at it, read it, and said, "Holy crap! If we could have more people like you, I could solve cases faster."
Yeah.
And because I wrote a fucking, like we always say, we like to write
Books.
Bible chapters,
Yeah, we
if not
do.
even full fucking length novels almost. But Kelly says here, it's mind blowing to see all the good that came from the lockdown. When all we ever saw was exactly Kelly.
Exactly. Yeah.
The lockdown really should. I would like to say, hopefully, it wakes up the human race.
Hopefully.
And we will touch on that because that was one of the things that brought up.
Yes.
But I am so afraid that when this lockdown's over,
everything
just return. We go back to what the
normal,
quote unquote
normal
old normal was. It's all gonna be forgotten.
Yeah, it is.
And it sucks.
It is.
Anyways,
Anyways,
let's move on to
Buwindi National Park, Uganda.
Yeah, what the hell were you there?
These were the mountain gorillas.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, so these were the mountain gorillas that they actually gave birth in unusual number of babies this year. I can't remember how many babies.
I imagine they just said it was. I mean, they made it sound like it was a lot higher numbers than what they had before.
Yeah. So
again, no people around.
No people around. So then moving on to Dorset, England. Yep. They have seahorses, the rare spiny seahorses.
I was gonna say, I thought I wrote down what the hell they were.
Yeah, they're rare spiny seahorses.
And they kill these fucking things. I mean,
oh yeah, they are very cute. And they had noticed.
Sorry for the squeaky chair, by the way.
They had noticed that because there was no people, their numbers actually got higher. And
also because of the less boating traffic.
Yeah, their numbers were higher than 10 years ago.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind returning back to the job I had pre-pandemic.
Yeah, exactly. Then in La Pecan, Kenya, we're back in Kenya, where rhinos are normally killed.
Laikipia.
Yeah, Laikipia.
Where the Laikipia?
Kenya.
Whatever.
Where most rhinos are killed for their horns. There were no rhinos killed for their horns since 1999. 1 year.
1999.
Yeah, and they said that
they've killed the rhinos for horns since
1999. Yeah, and it's the white rhinos. To be more specific, it's white rhinos. And so now we're in to
Som, India. Should be
Som, India. Yeah, you got Som, India. I didn't get that. I'm in the global CO2 largest drop in 6%. So.
Oh, that's because it was about the last one was about the elephants.
Yes. So this is the one about the elephants. The Som, India. Sure? I'm pretty sure it is. Okay, so.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, no. I didn't. Oh, yeah, right there. India, there it is. Okay, so yeah, you're right. Okay. So you want to go over the global stuff before we hit the India part? Yes. Down there. My bad.
So globally, the CO2 has the largest drop measured in over 6%. So it's been the largest drop in years that we've experienced. Striking changes beneath the earth. Due to the halt on travel and jobs, the vibration from the industry and travel, the earth hadn't moved underneath at all. Travel halved the.
I wrote this shit.
Yeah.
Oh god. Anyway, my chicken's got even worse because I don't.
Anyway, so they mentioned it that due to the lack of travel, due to the lack of industry.
Oh, this is what it was, Kim. Vibration from industry and travel halved. Quietest period underground in recorded history.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
Impact won't last forever.
No, it won't.
Inspiration from this moment or from lockdown. Way to better coexist with nature. Now we went into India.
Yes.
Where they used to chase off.
Where they used to chase off the Asian elephants because they'd come up endangered Asian elephants because they'd come up and eat their crops because rice crops because their grazing land again has been taken over by humans. So they actually had to chase them.
Well, they have to, but they did.
Yeah, they did because this part of India depends on agriculture for survival. Rice.
Everybody wants fucking rice. There you go.
So it depends on rice for survival. So basically, there was only.
I think they actually grow more for themselves than actual selling to other places around the world.
Yeah. So, like I said, 5% of their grazing land was left. 150 elephants are killed a day. And the forest land is replaced by farms. Well, what the residents of this town decided to do was instead of chasing them off, they decided, why not plant just rice plants just for them to eat?
Pretty much plant a parcel of land, parcel really close to the forest where they're at, and make rice, this rice field for them to eat off of. It's just for the elephants. It's not for
them to harvest.
It's not for them to harvest for the human consumption. And so they went out. They did, they did their ritual and and the elephants came out at night and they ate off that part of the land.
They did. As soon as the rice was ready, they did eat off that part of the land, which then, as
increased their intake of food.
Yeah, increased their intake of food. It also contributed safety to the people in the town.
Right.
Because the
elephants weren't coming through town no more.
No, because when the elephants were coming through town, there were people and children that got killed. So it decreased that.
It's a big fucking animal. This is, and I'm not trying to make light of someone dying from being trampled by an elephant. Especially little kids, because little kids, fuck, we've all been there. We don't pay attention to what the fuck we're doing.
No. We don't.
We ran out on roads. Hell, when I was little, I fucking ran out I went with a dog and we went down the fucking train tracks.
Yeah.
I was with a dog, and the dog, once the dog heard train, felt the train coming or whatever, since it pulled me off the fucking track.
Yeah.
But anyways, let me see that real quick. So, but a lot of the stuff that was brought up for it was,
how can we coexist with nature? Basically,
right. We need to learn to coexist. Severely coexist.
So,
with some of the things that brought up
with
the whales migration up in Alaska. How about more single channels for the boats? You got one way this way, and then they do their thing and come back.
Yeah, in
a single channel instead of being side by side or staggered in two different fucking channels, and they would not run the engines at high speeds.
That's what they were.
Keep them lower.
And
honestly, what I like to see is, what, where they show these wells go to, it's fucking land around them.
Yeah, I know.
Go let these motherfuckers off at another point. Make a fucking hike to this point. Sit down on your goddamn lawn chair.
Yeah. Take
some lawn chairs or whatever and watch the fucking whales from the land.
Yeah, exactly. And they were also going to not, like Scott said, not have a lot of ships run at the same time either.
Well, that's what they should do.
Yeah, that's
not a guarantee.
No,
it's not guaranteed. Fucking.
But they are.
It ain't guaranteed. Carnival cruises and all them are gonna do shit like this. They don't give a fuck.
I know.
They're all about money.
I know. But they were going to talk to whoever they need to talk to and see if they could do that. As far as the turtles go, in Florida, loggerhead turtles, they were thinking that maybe they could close the beaches at a certain time of night.
Well, okay, but this is go ahead and I'll tell you what I think.
The certain time of night to keep people away from them. And I know what he's going to bring up, and I agree. I agree with
fucking
them.
rope that fucker off during the time that they're fucking laying their eggs to when they fucking hatch. Leave the whole area alone. You know, if you got fence, I don't give a fuck what you gotta do. Somehow keep it where humans are out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
If this is where they come back, exact same spot, year after year after year, close it completely the fuck off.
Exactly.
We don't need this shit. You don't need to be interfering with animals.
Yeah. And
let them fucking lay their eggs in peace. Leave their eggs alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I mean, we consume chicken eggs. I don't think we consume turtle eggs.
No.
Or do we?
No, not that I know.
Out and went to a friend's house and I had a duck egg breakfast and went, what the fuck?
Yeah, you can eat duck eggs. You can also eat goose eggs too.
Yeah, well, I just wasn't one. Hey, I only eat chicken eggs back in the day, okay?
Oh, you did? I know you did. Anyway, so yeah, just totally close down that whole beach during breed.
The one safari.
He's
with the cheetahs. Go ahead.
I can't remember the name, but this person that actually,
I think it's a zoologist.
Yeah, the zoologist that actually gave us this information said he's actually going to talk to their commission and see if they cannot lessen the amount of people and the amount of cars going through there. Duck eggs rock.
Duck eggs rock.
So they're trying some of these countries, including the United States, is trying to see how we can do things different. Now, whether or not it's all going to come to fruition, I don't know.
Right. That's not the pity. You can tell I always got to do something with my fucking hands. Damn musicians. Well, one thing and like I said, one of the biggest things is, and it's mainly the theme of the whole show, is we need to better coexist with nature, with animals. You know, I mean, prime example. I mean, anybody wants a prime example about coexisting with animals?
Uh-huh.
All you need to do is go to Lunar Girl's freaking Instagram page.
Oh, yeah.
Her and Dragon Buddy live with bears.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, literally.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they're not right there, but they come. They've learned to coexist with the bears.
Yeah, they have.
I think of Lincoln, Montana, and I brought this up earlier in the show.
Yep.
And I bring this up with Lincoln, Montana. When I brought it up earlier in the show, it is a small town in Montana. Yet it's surrounded, again, like I said, it's surrounded by forest and it had river. And in the evening, the deer would come into town.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, and these deer were not afraid of humans.
No.
You could be on a fucking walk, at night, in the early evening, and walk right they'd walk with you.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're talking, bucks, does, fawns.
Yeah.
It was fucking neat.
Oh, yeah.
Robinson. Would that be more like Olsen family Robinson, or the Olsen family, or something like that? Olsen family Robinson. What the hell?
Yeah, like the Swiss family Robinson.
The Swiss family. No, the Pennsylvania family Olsens.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what it was. Okay. Dude, I'm fucking definitely tired. Oh my God. I don't know why I fucking did not get a lot. But anyways, my recommendation out of this show is this. Off this year Earth change, or I should my review, my recommendation, my quote unquote stars. If those of you who are wrestling fans, the Swedish family Olsen, right on, Dragon Buddy. There you go. There you go. Anyways, I bring up wrestling fans for a reason, because I always revert back to Dave Meltzer and his goddamn 5-star match fucking rule thing. Yeah. And then he gives the fucking Young Bucks, I think, and Kenny Omega fucking 7-star match. Like, what? Yeah, exactly. Anyways, we'll talk about professional wrestling one of these days, I'm sure. Yes, we will. Probably the fucking Attitude Era. Oh, well, I'm not Swedish. Hey, I like Swedish fish, though. I do too. Anyways, this show here for me, and I know Rotten Tomatoes does, people give it reviews out of 10. right? I give this show a 10 out of 10.
Same here.
I enjoyed the living hell of it. And usually I've always been one of those ones that will nitpick. I really can't find, there's nothing I can nitpick about it.
No.
Because they're right about everything. I know they even showed something in New York. They started a little bit in New York too, but I think it was just birds. They were birds singing for the first time.
You're the only one in this house that has a majority thing.
Oh, my question is, when the hell did you get so great, Scott? Fucking Hannah's fault, Tiff. This is all fucking Hannah doing this shit to me. You know, ever since you rolled that fucking truck, that's all it's done. It's made me gray. Tom, ECW. I really didn't watch. I'd have to actually watch ECW on Peacock. Now that they got rid of the WWE network.
I know.
In America.
No way.
Yeah, well, I mean, it does happen when you turn almost 50. You're almost 50 years old, you do get gray. God, I am. Well, and the fucking white light don't help either.
No.
It really has. Jesus Christ. Damn. I didn't realize how great. Okay, top of my hair is still not that great. Oh, I know what I was going to do too, since we're done with the show. Anyways, what's your rating real quick out of this year Earth changed?
I give it a 10 out of 10, and I highly recommend people to watch it.
Regardless if you're a climate change nut or even somebody who don't believe in climate change, or believe in global warming. Climate is always changing.
Yeah.
So let's just admit that it does always change.
But
if you think we're not impacting animals or the nature in any way, fuck. You need to watch this show.
Yeah. And not only that, along a little sub note here, it's also a good educational experience too. You do learn a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You do learn. It is very.
Yeah.
We had a lot of information on it.
And it might take 2 or 3 times.
I recommend watching it three times.
3 times.
As a matter of fact, I would probably recommend watching it 4 or 5.
Yeah.
You're going to keep picking up stuff every time.
Yeah. You are. You cannot get everything in one setting.
Or just like every fucking, it's like watching a movie, right? The first time you see Star Wars, I'm using Star Wars as an example. You focus on the main characters. Like when I saw episode 2, what did Kelly say?
I'm definitely going to watch it. I used to love the BBC documentaries with David
Attenborough, and he is the one that you're gonna love it, Kelly.
Yeah, you will. You'll love it.
But let's go to episode 2, Attack of the Clones. When I saw that fucker in the movie theater, I was so focused on the goddamn subtitles.
Yeah,
that I did not see the big ass fucking Death Star.
I didn't either.
And then I didn't see it until he held the palm one.
I didn't see it either.
Where Dooku held the palm version of it.
Yeah.
That's when I first saw it. Go back to the theater again to watch it. Now I'm not watching these goddamn subtitles. All of a sudden there's a big ass fucking Death Star there.
Well, at least you caught it earlier than I did.
Well, the only reason why I caught it is because your sister said, "Did you see the Death Star?" I'm like, "Yeah, the one in the palm." No, the bigger one. What?
Yeah.
I mean the fucking bigger one. And then she pointed out, and I'm like, "What?" Tell me about it. So of course we had to go back and watch the movie.
Yeah.
Anyways, so because we started a great new tradition starting 5 o'clock this morning, Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time. God damn, you can tell I'm in Arizona too long now. I'm so Standard Time now, which was fucking 2 o'clock in the morning for us.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. 2 o'clock in the morning. Never thought we'd say we ever did a podcast 2 a.m.
Yes.
But we did it here, 5 a.m. Eastern. Or Kelly did join us in the chat live with her morning coffee. Even Dragon Buddy mentioned earlier he did have his morning coffee while listening to us, but then he had to go to work.
Yes.
But we started doing racing. We started talking about racing.
We did.
And I just fucking...
Okay, you said start a new tradition about talking to racing. That will probably be on Sundays.
Right, I know. There's something else. I was going somewhere else, and it just went. Obviously, it was not fucking important.
Okay, so 2:00. Do you want to do it 2:00 in the morning
Who
again?
cares? It wasn't important. Yeah, I know, Tom. It was 3 a.m. there.
Yeah, it was.
He was asleep for 2 hours by then. Anyways, we are going. Oh, I know what I wanted to bring up. Starting next Tuesday and every Tuesday after, we are going to be going live 7 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
I feel that for me, I think we get a lot more people in the chat. And obviously, it's later in the evening for even people, or later in the afternoonish time for people out here on the West, including Mountain Time and Pacific Time Zone. So we can get a few more people in the chat. And it's still not too late for our East Coast friends.
No, it's not.
Speaking of East Coast, and 7 p.m., 7:05 tomorrow night, Wednesday night,
is
on YouTube, ATSW The Escape Pod. They will be interviewing Dominic Pace, who played the Mandalorian Gecko in the Mandalorian series.
Yes, he was a bounty hunter.
He was a bounty hunter.
Yes. Dang, I wish I could see that.
What?
I wish I could see that. I won't be able to.
Yeah, no, you got to work. Yeah. I will be in the fucking chat live. I will definitely be watching that episode. I'll be right there in the chat with Kelly and Dragon Buddy and the rest of the pod fam that's on there on Wednesday nights. And for shits and giggles, because just so everybody knows, you're not going to see this. Hold on, where is it? This length of hair is going bye-bye.
Yes, it is.
So I'm going to put this on Kim's head. I don't believe I'm going to do this. As the longest my hair has ever been in my life.
Yes. Yep. And it's going bye-bye.
It is going bye-bye.
Yeah.
I promised Hannah I would cut it for September, and I will.
Yes.
Oh, she was sending her, yeah, right on. Yes, Kelly said that she'd be sending a lot of questions, and she was sending her questions to Dawn when she hot topped before. Love it.
Love it.
Anyways, I know where I was going. Look, see, I knew it would come back to me. See, it always does.
Tom says I'm off at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Tuesday, so that would be great for him.
All right, awesome.
Nice.
It'd be great to have Tom in the chat.
And then Kel says, okay, sounds great.
Yep. So I know where I was going with it real quick, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. I think I want to spend the rest of this month on the Tuesday episodes racing movies.
Sounds good, like Stroker Race and Six Pack.
Six Pack, yes, we do have a DVD on that.
What about
Days of Thunder? That's 2 NASCAR movies.
Yes.
One's obviously, Six Pack's a so-so NASCAR movie. Stroker Race is a comedy for that. You got Talladega Nights too, but I think we're gonna touch just those two. Six Pack and the Six Pack will cover like early track racing.
Yes.
Ricky Bobby. But and then I want to do I know there's a couple on God damn it.
Yeah.
Neufflix.
There was
with F1 and I know
one of them is the rivalry between
Niki Lauda and somebody else.
I can't remember his name.
I can't remember the dude's name. But anyways, so we want to do 2 on right? Exactly. You know, Kel, it's been a while since I've seen it. I actually looked, I think it's only $9.99 the digital download for it on
iTunes.
Yeah, I think it's only $9.99.
Well,
maybe $5.99.
Yeah. Well,
I know it's in HD.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely got to do that. I mean, the chicken pit.
Yeah.
The fastest chicken in the South.
Yes.
Hey, I said you got Devil and Hearts here in it.
Yes, it does.
It's still fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I definitely want to touch on.
And then there's also another racing one too. It
Talladega Nights.
No, that was on Netflix too.
I know there's a lot of fucking shit on Netflix.
It was something about Ferrari too.
Is Ford versus Ferrari on there?
Yeah, I think Ford versus Ferrari is on there.
Okay. Anyways, I think due to the fact, and mainly because while we here in Arizona, in Yuma, Arizona, are now done dirt track racing until the end of September. Because
Yes.
we take a
Summer break.
due to the fucking heat.
Yes, 100 plus heat down here.
So we just got done with our first half of the racing season.
Yes.
That's part of the reason I want to touch Stroker Ace, or not Stroker. Kelly
Six.
got me on Stroker Ace now. I'm going to do it now. 6-pack.
Yeah, 6-pack.
6-pack starring Kenny Rogers is because it does go over grassroots a little bit of racing.
Yes.
You know, and it was a good movie back in the day.
It was.
It was cute.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I think it's got Michael Anthony Hall in it.
I think it does.
A very young
Michael Anthony Hall. Yeah.
I know it's got Diane Lane in it too.
Okay.
But yeah, and I do know it stars Kenny Rogers. And then Miguel played Buck Rogers' girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Aaron. Oh, what the fuck was her name? Oh, fuck, I should know this. I used to watch Buck Rogers. Oh, motherfucker. Aaron something.
Yeah.
I can't fucking remember. Hey, I'm not going to go look it up.
No.
We've been doing this shit for 2 hours, guys. Oh, my God. Well, why not? Episode 100, 2 fucking hours.
Yes.
First time we've ever done that. And we, unlike Dave and Jason, we're not going to split this bitch into 2 parts. When it comes out on audio, it's coming out as a 2-hour fucking show.
It is.
Anyways, we'll get on. You guys have a great night. We thank everybody for joining in. We've had Kelly, Tom, Tiffany,
Hannah,
Dragon Buddy, Hannah. We even had the Sidebar Cantina stop by.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. It's been fun for 100 episodes. And I don't have any more. We don't have any more, but here's to 1,000 more.
Exactly.
And we will definitely catch you guys Sunday for the next racing episode. Otherwise, we'll see you here next week at our new time, 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube for episode, I think it's going to be like 102. So this is going to be shocking.
Yes. And
stay tuned. But again, you want to go check out the Escape Pod tomorrow night. They go live at about 7:05 is roughly when they go.
Yes.
And they're going to be interviewing Dominic Pace.
Also on Mondays, normally on Mondays,
check out the Sidebar
Cantina.
They usually go 4:30.
Good night, Kelly.
To 5 Eastern.
Yes.
So they're on a little earlier. Exactly. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining in. It's been fun. It's been a blast. You know what? I won't say it. Peace.
Peace.
Till next week, guys.
Peace.